Okay guys, this is kind of an off-the-cuff video because my payments from the fivers are starting to drop in, and I'm going to put it into the Vanguard. I'm going to show you it getting built up. I want to do this, well, certainly once or twice a month, but as we're getting on to the 21st, it's starting where my payouts start coming in. So let me show you. So on my Vanguard, save the change, and that's just where you sweep the change from buying a cup of coffee and Quidco and various other bits and pieces. I've got 21 quid in that. So it's 20 pence here and 50 pence there. It all adds up across a month. So I'm going to take 20 quid out of that. And then on top of that, my payment from the fivers is just being set away today. So that's $250, which is 202 British pounds. So we'll round that down to 200 quid. So that's 220 to go in the Vanguard. So what's the Vanguard, I hear you say? Well, the Vanguard is something that I'm building up with this. Now, I've got a little spreadsheet here that's connected to this account. Now, if you've been watching me do this, you'll have seen I was being Bitcoin this week, and it's done phenomenally well. So my payout, sort of the last Saturday of the month, should be fantastic. So what I'll be doing is probably this Saturday I'll take it out, just bank the money when it's there, because it doesn't mean anything unless it's banked. So what am I going to do with it? Well, it's going in here. So we'll put a little bit in the other day. So save the change is going to be 20 quid, but pot 3 is going to be 200. Okay, so I need to adjust these because the cash figure will now increase. So whatever the cash figure is when I go on to Vanguard, I'll put 220 in there till it gets bought into the emerging markets. Let me explain that one to you. So pull up the Vanguard, which is here. Now this is where I put my trading funds and one thing and another. So that's the bulk of it. And if I come to the investments, I'm building up an account inside an account. So at the moment, the cash is 125 and the balance is 107.07. So all I need to do is just turn that into 221, and that'll give my true balance as to how well we're doing with this process. Now I'm going to dump the money into there now so you can see it go in, but there you are. I'm 7% into the target of 4.5 grand. Now, a lot of people that don't understand why that's important. It's slow, steady growth from peanuts. We started the funds that you're seeing build up from 200 quid. So 200 quid, traded up, put a bit in here, funded another account, traded up, bought a prop, trade that up. The prop is now paying us. That's paying us. So it's multiple streams of income to get to here. Now, the goal here is to pay for Benidorm, all right? And I'll keep it going, but at the moment, and then these here kind of shows the weighting. So now my trading is 60%, whereas before it used to be this. So this is the weighting, and it'll tell me which pot is making me the most money, okay? So that's what all that's about. So I need to put 220 quid into here. So how do I do that? Well, I click top up, just like so. Click continue. It'll buy it at its next best price. So it's going to be 220 quid. Good. 220 pounds into the emerging markets. Now this is an emerging market global all cap. It's cheap and it's starting to pay dividends on itself. What I'm doing with it is all of the money that goes in, I'm not taking any of the dividends out. It's an accumulation, so it goes straight back into the fund. So if I click this, I'm going to pay it with a debit card. So it comes straight from my bank account. So put a debit in there. I'm going to pause the account now, just so you don't see me put my credit card details in. Okay, so it's just working it out. So it's saying it's going to be my Visa card for 220, and it's a Visa debit, not credit, because that's where the funds come from. Click payment. and that'll start working its way in. Now, I've done this just because people are asking what the different pots were for. Do I trust this payment? Well, yes, I do. They're going to send me a passcode, which is here, just to confirm the payment is correct. So we'll click that and I'll pause it so I can put the code in. And this should come back. There we go. Job's done. So we've ordered that. Vanguard will process it and it'll go to there. So if I go back to the overview, so click my portfolio up, you see that balance is increased. Click it over onto here. And then there you go. There's the cash balance. And as soon as the next price comes in, pop, it'll go into there. So what does this mean? Well, it now means from very humble beginnings, we've got a decent amount of money working towards the goal. We've now got 328 in our first month of working this, and we steadily moving forward. And as you can see, the growth isn't bad. There isn't a bank in the land would pay you that growth in that short period. So you make your money work for you. So that's it. I just wanted to show you where the third pot was coming from. And we'll keep this update going as long as you want to see it. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.